Hello good peoples, and welcome back to the Legend of Grimrock. And that sure is a way to say hello. Okay, I accidentally pressed back twice, and walked backwards up the stairs, back down the stairs. Okay, once more. You dick. I walked into my own spell. Okay, well that is one way to start a level. Good grief. Oh yeah, just to cut off most of what I spent my first playthrough doing, wondering how to proceed here, you can tear the curtains. That one didn't have anything, but they won't all have nothing. And you know what we do when we see an empty sconce? Assume that we emptied it. And then we put a torch in it. Because, I mean, come on, that one's in a dead end. What use could it be? As it turns out, actually nothing. Sometimes an empty sconce is just an empty sconce. That's not Holy Scripture, that's Nagadian. You can't read Nagadian. You can throw lightning at a Nugard. Oh my god, that was a good hit. Good job, Archmage. So, these scriptures in question. We, the Order of the Sacred Fire, have given an oath to protect the inner sanctum and guard the undying one that is held below. This we shall promise with our lives and for all ages to come. Key. 2 times left she slithers, once right, once left. 3 times right and twice more is left. This she repeats twice. Well, I'm sure that'll be relevant to something. I missed a turn. Which is almost certainly a dead end, but... oh no, it's pitroot bread. It's alright. Food. Who's got food? If I run out of food, I will be so annoyed. After I've been talking about how unimportant food is. Beetle. The checkered room. This is one that seems to get a lot of people stuck as well. Oh, hang on. This is the checkered room. Don't let it fool you. I have no idea how this is intended as a hint. But the name itself is a decent hint. Because it's the checkered room, we need to weigh down the pressure plates in a checkered pattern. You've still got nothing that I really want to drop. A torch, I got plenty. Swung a bit early there. Gonna be kinda silent because I am keeping my ears open because I've been shot by Ugardians entirely too many times to be comfortable with it. The armory? That sounds like a good place to be. Oh look, more Ugardians. Advance! Well done. Flurry of slashes. Iron bassinet, ringmail, longsword, lightning bomb, broadhead arrows. You know what, I might as well finally get this. Bam. Just so I don't have the empty spot on a spell list. Oh, great. How long are you guys going to keep turning up for? And now we have Norja. Yeah. You know, I'm going to hold it just so I can read the description. The fjord dwellers prefer to wield heavy axes with 2 big blades made of blackened steel. Norja is the Finnish word for Norway. This is a Finnish game. And fjords are Norwegian. Well, probably all of the north, but Norway in particular is known for them. No, that wasn't a Monty Python. Did anybody else see that? I'm not sure what it looks like on the resolution from your end, but... yep, we're back where we started. Pay very close attention. There. Okay, watch this. Hang on a minute. I'll just go back so you can see the trick. Oh, Jesus, where am I? Okay. Now if we proceed forward here, you see that ring? Bam. And as we can see here, we actually get turned around. There's an invisible teleporter there which spins you 180 degrees. And another one. This is a case where the compass would be invaluable if you weren't paying attention. The temple grounds. Trespassers will be hunted down. You have been warned. I've made a policy of not saving except at level ends because of the whole crash thing, but I wish I could save now. I'm going to strain my ears, but it won't help. Oh, why did you have to horror movie slink past like that? Ah! Meet the ice raptors. They are, as you can see, since it took 3 spells to take out, they're pretty durable. They're absolutely silent, except when attacking. And most importantly, there's so many of them. They're all fought inside this tiny cramped corridor area, and there's just dozens of them, and they constantly respawn. They do drop stakes, which is nice. You can see we burned through almost all of our energy just fighting 2. And this area is so small. There's another one, and another one. In fact, I'm falling back rather than potentially getting trapped. If you just run in without knowing they're here, you could get surrounded very quickly. Oddly enough, the ice raptors don't return in the sequel, but a single ice raptor stake, ice lizard, sorry, a single ice lizard stake can be seen at one point. Now, oh, and they can turn and attack at the same time. I've not let the ogres do it, but now you know what it looks like. Oh dear. Not letting it get the chance to clever girl me. They do respawn, but not so fast that I can't clear the place out briefly. Thank you. The food they drop is very heavy, but it is pretty good food. 1 damage. Yeah, I don't keep Archmage around for stabbing things, to be honest. As you can see, once your magic runs out, you are in for the long haul fighting these. I'm just really trying for the backstabs. That's about my best damage output if I've run out of energy. If they seem less dangerous than I'm making them out to be, that's because I'm being very careful. Okay, I'm trying to remember where the door that button opens is, because it's a treasure I do very much want. Found it. More lightning bombs and fire bombs, and the pit fighter gauntlets. +3 protection, +2 strength, +6 attack power if unarmed. Ano is now punching people with spiky things. Also, those gloves are a nice hand-me-down to Iron Axe. They're only protection +2, but, you know, it's better than the nothing he had. I'm sure protecting your digits is important if you're a spellcaster. She doesn't wave his digits around, does he? He's got the Orb of Radiance. Hello! I think you're the last 2. I got wrecked the first time I played this game and came in here. I'm glad that one died before I got to the area where they could actually open up and both attack at once. Oops. Thank you. Yeah, that's a bit much for you to carry. Hefty old chunk of dinosaur. Oh, the last 3, never mind. 4. I re-emphasize my point that there's a lot of these things. And again, if I had just run forward, I'd have had these on all 4 sides of me. It doesn't seem like they're doing much because the front line is pretty good at avoiding or resisting damage. Thank you. Okay, that's going to staff defense. Plus 10 health. Shouldn't ever need it, but I suppose it makes him a little less die-y. Die is a word. Oh, okay, I didn't know you were on that side of me. Oh dear, oh dear. Thank you. Ow. When they do hit, they hurt. They hit. This isn't that bad. Come on, buddy. That said, I am hoping for a healing crystal when I get out of here. And you know, not more Guardians, which is what I'm expecting from the standards we've seen so far. Remember, it doesn't weigh anything if it's in your stomach. How long is this long raptor-infested tunnel? You know what? Just to speed things. Oh my god, I just realized how badly that thing bit Amy. When did that damage come up? Was that like 2 hits or something? Hano is good at carrying steak. Are we done? Probably not, this is a big area. Okay, but seriously, now we're done, right? This is the last one? The final raptor? No! There is always time for more raptor. Oh dear. Don't do a dumb thing. Do I have any free bottles which I can make a potion with? Because I'd have totally made a mana potion just to get this thing dead. You know, I'm retreating just in case there's more in that room. Are we done now? This is worse than slimes. Yes. No. There's still more tunnels. Jesus Christ. You know, it looks like I could seal that room off. But, since I found that lever, I better open that door. Jesus Christ, this place goes on forever. Okay. Found my way to a dead end. That will be useful if I ever want to be in a dead end surrounded by raptors. Good lord, I wandered far. I forgot just how far the temple ground maze goes. This isn't really a maze as such, it's just winding corridors infested with dinosaurs. I need a nap so much. Seriously? I did all this for the scroll of lightning bolt? How the hell do you think I got this far? Like I said, I re-emphasize, I have no regrets about my policy of no using previous knowledge except for spell scrolls. Oh, hang on. The raptors do respawn and I do not want them wandering out of here. Have we done it? I think we have. And that was the Ice Raptor's room. Do I have... That's the wrong key, that's the right key. Oh! Piss. Open! Ano accidentally drank both her potions because I couldn't get Azanaka's inventory open. Still, I'm quite glad that I did manage to drink those potions. I didn't remember that I was going to get ambushed in here. I'm fed up of Guardians. I vaguely remember there's a button on the wall to open the door back out of here. Vague memories are usually correct for me. There we go. Is there a save crystal around here, please? This place just keeps on going, doesn't it? Oh, thank you for reminding me. I do need to replace those potions that I drank. Fortunately, we've had a lot of tar bead appear. There we go. And this is the pillared hallway. That is the way forward, I think. So I guess it's back into this room and just hope there's a save crystal around there. The Son of Hatred. That sounds like a nice place. Hands that slaughter, eyes that deceive. Okay, and the third one is Three Ancient Beings of Deep. I just realized I accidentally solved that puzzle without meaning to. You got to go the sun, because there's only one of it, hands that slaughter, eyes that deceive, there's two lines, and Three Ancient Beings of Deep. Just 1, 2, 3. It's not the most telegraphed puzzle, and as you saw, I just accidentally solved it. Still, we get a scroll which tells us 3213. Again, I'm sure that will be useful somewhere. In the meantime, let's go to the pillared hallway. I'd say I'm continuing to pray for a healing crystal. We've actually regenerated nearly everything. We regenerate pretty fast. Ano in particular. Oops. I mean, it probably helps we're drinking so many potions. If we try to walk forwards, we'll find that the pillared hallway is in fact an extremely long hallway. No, of course not. It's got a teleporter in it. We're getting launched back. Okay, I can never remember where to start from, but the scroll we found is the hint. 2 times left, once right, once left, 3 times right, twice more is left. This shoe repeats twice, so left, left. There we go. Is it in Grimrock 2, the puzzle I'm thinking of? I'm sure there's one like that, except as you're trying to follow the directions, they play spider sounds and such to make you freak out and step off the sequence. Like they play the sound of a spider screeching right next to you like it's attacking. Also, It's another tight corridor maze with your guardians. Oh, and the Shractor. Meet the Shractor. They're not tremendously tough, but they're very fast and they inflict disease. I'll take it. Also, strength +5, dexterity +5. Now she's getting points in athletics. Aino has mastered, or at least masters much of, the skill as I'm going to take her into. And we finally retire the protection +1, dexterity +2 cap. If anything, it's probably actually a better cap for him, but you know, I'm going for aesthetics here. And you are just looking dapper as hell. Yeah, proper ninja. 69 evasion. I'm sorry for saying it like that. In any case, proper etiquette is just to say nice. A rock and a note. I don't think you need to weigh it down to her, and there's not much of a breeze here. The mountain was shaken by sudden tremors again. They seemed to emanate from below my feet, from the core of the mountain. I think I'm getting close to the source. Man, don't even get a chance to swing my dagger before it dies. Okie dokie. There is evidently going to be some sort of secret around here. The temple grounds are actually a very short level on the whole. It's really just a hell of a lot of fighting. I guess we're back onto hunt for the secret button territory. Because otherwise I can't remember how to open this door. Okay, first things first is actually look close by the door. There we go. And it's a book of infinite wisdom. Do I want to give this to you? Yes, I do. 4. Protection. And now I've actually got light armors. Thank goodness. After that, last point can go into fire magic. Which means next level up for Azanaka is going to take up his assassination, and he should be near a level up. And then they're going to switch positions. Also, I just said you look dapper, now to ruin your dapperness. For very little gain, to be honest. Do you need better trousers? No. And you don't need a shirt. Protection +4 versus protection +1 and dexterity 2. Unfortunately, no one can wear this incredibly cool hat anymore. Or needs to. What a pity. Right. With that solved, we've kind of run out of options of where to go. So you might be wondering, where do we go from here? And I definitely did not agree with you because I absolutely 100% remember where to go. And totally all the times I'm not lost. Seriously, where the heck do I go from here? Oh well, to the big room. Because I can't remember what it is. The Shractors, that's right. Yeah, there's nothing here. Okay, I guess we are back on to look for secret buttons because there must be something. Actually, what was that scroll I found? 3213. What if I go back to the room where I actually got that scroll and try entering that as a combination? Yeah, if any of the teleporters want to launch me back quickly, that would be nice. Oops. Yeah, I think this is right. Okay, so this is Son of Hatred, we assume that's 1. And 3 ancient beings. Okay, 3. And then it must be 2 up here. 2. 1. And 3. Easy as. Okay, those look like traps. This is a pressure plate we're on, which implies to me that I should not step off it without holding it down. I feel like that was the correct decision. Okay, that's periodically opening and closing. And nothing much, but I see a button there. So it's going to be a quick side step in place. Easy as. And that wind gate implies that something's getting teleported back. What did that do? Should I try and dash through when they're in a good sequence? They don't seem to be on the same time as each other. There we go. I bet that teleports me over the pit. Like a... oh god, why? I see light, that means Guardian. Or it means torch. Torches are also a thing that exists. Potion? Sulphurous potion. That induces rage. Anyway, as you can see, it's now one big central hub area. Which is nice. I've got these two on high alert. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, and this is the I hope you haven't been chucking your junk room. Tear of the land. Here's a rock. I really hope you didn't throw away all of your rocks. Severed Dread. No, Ano, I am going to give it back to you, I swear. Unraveler of Mysteries. And Game's Bane with Head of Steel. There's an arrow. That opens up, and we can actually take our stuff back without sealing it. So Ano has not lost her skull collection. Or our key. You have proven to be a true champion, strong in might and will. Yet beware, there are slumbering things down below far more powerful than you are. That's sort of true. Treasury. I think we can make a brief stop at the treasury. And like before, this is a choose one of 3. A cap of the sort we dropped, and a poison resistance thing long after most of the poisonous enemies are here. Some bombs that are frost bombs actually, so quite nice, and plate mail, or a book. Not even a question. All of the books are good. It's a book of infinite wisdom again. We're actually getting to the point where I'm not sure who I want to have it. So let's see. You know, if you want to get far in assassination, you're probably going to need it. Do I want... Now, do I want to go further into assassination? Or do I want to consider going more into daggers? There's not that much left in daggers, to be honest. So I think you're going to be a pure assassin from now on. And this is definitely going to make me misclick over and over again. But our backline assassin is now a backline assassin. Made from the dead, guillotined man does not need me. Bet you sure I'm glad I kept that useless bone amulet the entire game. That is what it's for, and this is Jandul's Orb. And this is why I gave you 10 points in Spellcraft. NG plus 35, Willpower plus 5, Intense Fire. Fire and fire burst deal more damage. Unfortunately, I no longer have the shiny torch of shiny. Unless I dual wield, and their bonuses do stack. So I could have kept her Whitewood Wand, I just wanted her to be able to poke things. Aranax has lost his ability to contribute anything when he's out of mana now, but he has got his stats up to 25 willpower, which is actually very slightly ahead of Archmage. And he's got an impressive 198 energy. Who do I have the key on? So, with everything excellent and hunky-dory, and me definitely not preparing for anything that's lying ahead of us, let us continue down this very long and twisting corridor. Away! That was close. Oh, I didn't actually get far enough for it. The ogre wandered out. Yoga is meant to be further in, and if you head further in, the doors start closing behind you, so you actually back into a dead end if you retreat from the ogre. If you try to retreat from the ogre back to somewhere like here, you'll actually find yourself in a dead end with the ogre in front of you. It's one of my favourite dirty tricks. There's a secret button on the wall somewhere that opens it back up. But it seems the ogre wasn't playing along. Oh, there's two ogres. That must be what I'm thinking of. Sorry for spoiling. Okay, you're not actually a frontliner. Never mind. So much for that plan. Still, assassination is good anyway. Strength +2, quite nice. Holy god, that one. Aranax, I don't care if you think you're a frontliner. You've actually got more health than Azanaka and more protection, which implies that Azanaka would have died had he been in your opposition, so I guess it did work out. All the same, that was the temple grounds, and we're now down to the Grimrock Temple Part 2. We're very nearly at the end now. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll catch you next time. See ya!